I'm just gonna go out and say it. I had no idea how I was going to film this, and the framing was so difficult to get due to how small my desk is. So, anyways, now that that's out of the way, I just want to say this is an awesome piece that barely fits in frame, and it's made out of metal. It is actually a tin. And other than that, this is the top of it. It is the Crimson Shadows weapons tin. I don't know the technical name for it, but this is part of the Valaverse Action Force Christmas reveals. They are technically part of the Special Deployment series, but they were released right before Christmas as a little Christmas gift from Bobby Vala and his team. And when I saw this, I got it just for the fact that it's storage for figures and weapons and things like that. I didn't even need, I believe there is 94 weapons, something like that. I really should have looked up the term so I could tell you guys, but there's over 90 weapons total. There's magazines and muzzle flash accessories as well. I'm sure you could look up the numbers. I don't have the numbers right now, but there's a lot. This is over a 100-piece set, and it's just a beautiful display piece if you don't even use it as anything else. So there's some numbers and some code on this side too. Crimson Shadow Technologies on the top of it. You get the same, I'm assuming that's the crate number, and then you get some weathering, some what looks to be scratches, but it's all printed. This is raised a little bit, and then just that nice weathering to make it look like the metal has worn down, like the paint is chipped off all along here and everywhere else. And I really like that. Instead of it just being one plain color, you get the locks and the latches that don't actually open, obviously, because you can see the cut where it does open at the top. You get the rest of that weathering, and then on this side you get Action Force, and of course the rest of the branding, copyrights, no one under 5, Valaverse logo. You do not get, and this is where I was expecting and hoping to get some more action points there, but unfortunately you don't get that. And honestly, at first this weathering is so good, I thought this was an actual scratch on the actual tin. So nothing on the bottom but that same printing, and honestly I thought that was dust from my desk. Some more weathering that's tripping me out right now. And then, yeah, there's nothing more to say about the tin itself, so I'm going to go ahead and open it and maybe move the tin around so I have more space, take all the weapons out of the bags and the accessories, and I'll show you guys one by one each of those. So, as you can see, I opened it up, and you can see some of the weapons over here to the right, but I wanted to show you what the tin looks like on the inside before I showed you all the weapons. So, one thing to note, it's not dust proof. I've got dog hair from the dogs and random dust in there already. I tried to get out and it's not coming out very well. So don't expect it to be very protective from dust or anything like that from your figures. I would still recommend putting them back in the plastic bags that they came in and then throwing them inside the tin if you want to keep them like pristine. But I just thought I would show you there are dividers. There are 4 slots in there. Weapons come in each of these, and they're not removable or anything, so that kind of sucks. I would like to be able to reconfigure this, but it is what it is. Just wanted to show you guys that real quick before we got into the actual weapons. Okay, so I don't want to take the weapons out of the bags because I'm not going to use all of them at once, and I'd rather not take them all out just for the video and have to re-put them back in. Just wiping dust off. So therefore, I'm not going to show them all outside of the bags, but I will show you them all in the bags, and there's quite a few bags, so you're going to have to bear with me on the time here. So just starting out, to go ahead and get it out of the way, some of the smaller weapons, and I just threw all these up here, so in no particular order. We have some muzzle flashes that are in 3 separate bags because there are currently 3 different muzzle flashes in the line. You have the ones for the handguns and the normal weapons, and then you have the ones for the thin weapons where they slide over the barrel So there's those. They're the standard ones. Instead of buying a bunch of the packs, you can just buy this if you want a bunch of them. And moving on, we have the magazines. So we have 2 bags of mags. We have the polymer looking magazines, and then we have the metal looking magazines in 3 different colors. Well, 4 different colors. We have the black, the silver, tan, and green. Same thing for the other ones. And a lot of the weapons are in that same color scheme. So starting off, we have the knife that comes with the Steel Brigade, and I don't actually know the model of this knife, so forgive me on that. And black, green, and then the tan. And I like that the blade itself is two-toned on this instead of just the handles being painted. For some knives, I like to have a nice black that's like matte, and then some of them I like the silver look. So that's pretty cool that those are different. And then we have this, which I have no clue what this weapon's called. Honestly, I really want to know, but I have no idea what this weapon is. I hadn't seen it until I saw the Carrick figure. I believe he comes with one of these. Could be wrong on that, but yeah. So there's that. And then some of the smaller firearms. We have... Oh, I lied real quick. We have the AK mags. So I showed you the M4 mags, and here's all the AK mags. They're all sort of metal, and not much to say about those. I kind of wish that we could have got some more variety in the magazines instead of like just 30 rounds or standard AK mags. I don't remember if those are 30 or 45, but I wish we could have gotten more, maybe drum mags to go with that as well. That would have been super cool. But we have the what I believe is a Glock 17 with a super extended mag and a super long suppressor. Not a fan of this as a weapon because of the suppressor being so long. If that suppressor was about half the size, then I think it would be awesome. It's probably realistic, but if you're going to do a long suppressor on a handgun, I believe you shouldn't do an extended mag, or vice versa. If you're going to do extended, I don't believe you should do a really long suppressor. I do like that there is a red dot and a flashlight on there as well. This is just the pistol that comes with the Delta Trooper in his packaging, not the Delta pack, but the Delta Trooper itself. You get the green one, so slightly different paint deco, and then you get the same black one that comes with the figure as well. So moving on, we have one of my most liked weapons. We have the MP5K. We have that silver, the all black that comes with the Spec Ops reissue, and then the tan, and I like the tan the most. I wish we could have got a green one, but that's still fine. And I believe all the black weapons are in there as a suggestion to go ahead and customize your own. Whenever Bobby was talking about the weapons 10 on YouTube, I believe, he mentions that you can sort of paint your own with the black ones. So that's why I threw that in there, which I think is pretty cool. I'm terrible at painting, and I'm not going to risk ruining my guns, but I would love to see someone else do that. So we have the shotgun with no stock. It's a pump action. Looks like one that might have came with Carrick, or at least one that should go with Carrick. I don't own him, so I don't actually remember exactly what he comes with. I think this is going to be my favorite, the wood grain and the silver. Yeah, I mean, there's a tactical looking one with the gray and black, or the tan and black, and then the all black, but I do like the wood grain the most. And if I had a Terminator figure in 1/12 scale, I'd probably give him that. So for the next melee weapon, we have the axe in 3 different colors, and the light is too bright to really show these, so I'm sorry. So we have the same color scheme as the other ones. We have sort of black and silver, and then we have the tan, and then the all black, which is pretty cool. And then we have more of the, what I think are SIGs, at least I'm calling them that. I hope that's what they actually are. Let me know in the comments. So there's those. And then getting into some of the bigger weapons, we have, real quick, we have the Magnum, which I really do like the gold. So with Sergeant Slaughter, we get the chrome one, the silver one, and this is a nice extra. Then it comes with the other 2 colors right there. So we have the same blade that comes with Sergeant Slaughter. Different deco on that. Not too much to say about that. We have a couple AA-12s, which are nice if you're trying to make some more Steel Brigade heavy weapons and don't really want to buy the heavy weapons pack. Same 3 colors that we've been getting. We have what I really like here, the MP5. We have a black and silver, and all black on the other side. And then what also comes in that is this green and black one, which I gave to my Delta Trooper that I want to kit bash here, because I think the MP5 with that green and black really looks good with the Delta Trooper, and not every Delta Trooper has to have an M4 in my opinion. So there you go. So I got that just to put in his hands, and I think he looks awesome. And real quick before we move on, I went ahead and did the same thing for the Spec Ops reissue trooper. I gave him what sort of, to me, would be an M4 or an AR-15 that looks like one that SWAT teams would use. Just kind of what I looked at it as. And I gave it a silver mag to break up that black, and I think that look is pretty cool. Kind of wish the let me see if I can remember what that's called. The little bolt release was painted. If that was painted silver to go with that, that would be cool. So there's that, and I just want to show you they do fit really well. Of course, they are made for the line, and these are not third-party weapons. And yeah, so I think he looks really cool. Considering he comes with an MP5K, going with that M4 look is quite awesome. So I'm going to move him slightly out of frame and show you some scars. So I have the black and the green. And real quick, Duke from Classified has the silver. He's presenting it for you. And I kind of like the look of a scar with Duke. I've seen other people do it and don't really have a tan one, so I gave him the silver one just so he wouldn't have an all black one, because the green doesn't really look good on that body. So here we have more of the scars with the grenade launchers, same colors, just with the grenade launchers. So I like the diversity here. We have different sights on them. One has more of a zoom, and then one has a hollow sight. So the suppressor and then the grenade launcher being the differences, the key differences there. And I like that we get the same guns with different attachments. I really enjoy the variety. So here we have this random rifle that I don't know the name of. Kind of gives me Asvel vibes, but also for some reason Dragunov SVG vibes. Really confused of what the actual model of this is, because I don't know weapons that well. So then we have the weapons that I also don't know that come with the Steel Brigade, and some of these do only come 2 to a pack, and then some of them come 3 to a pack. So I believe this is one that actually has 2, because I don't think I gave a Steel Brigade a different one. And I believe these came 2 to a pack like this because we already have the green and black version that you could give, or that comes with the Night Ops Steel Brigade. So maybe that could be why. And then we get some really good looking AK-47s, I believe. Gonna hope that's right. The AK variety is so intense that I don't know exactly, but these do look more like 47s. And so we have that black and tan look, which is really cool. We have the black and silver look, which is cool because those look more modern. And then the all black, which the all black one, if I could paint, I would definitely paint it up with the wood grain for the stock, the handle, and the handguard, and leave that black probably, just to offset it from some of the other wood grain ones that we have. And then for some odd reason we have some Thompsons, which we have the silver, and they all have the wood grain stock on there, the handguard. So we have the gold as well, and I like if I see Thompsons, I hope to see one in gold and then one in like silver or chrome. So that's pretty cool. If you wanted to have someone dual wield, you could dual wield those two and make it look really cool. And then we just have the all black one, which could be painted up to look more modern or whatever. And then what I'm going to assume is an M429. So we have the magazine separated, and then there's two of them. So you get the bipods that are removable. And this is my first version of this gun from the Action Force line. I don't have any of the figures that come with it. Two grenade launchers, kind of wish one was tan, but we already have a tan version in the line, so it kind of makes sense. The all black looks cool. Not really a fan of the green too much, just because I don't see a use for it. And we have the MP7s here, suppressed as per iconic. Not much to talk about that. The all black could be used for snake eyes if you wanted to. Can't really see much else for that. Then we have some vectors, which have the suppressor. I don't really know too much about the reason behind the long suppressor for the vector, but I think it looks cool for a display piece. I do like that hollow sight. Not much to say about these either. And then this. So someone's gonna have to let me know what this is. This looks like a G36, but at the same time, it also looks like an LMG, but that could be because it's not the G36 compact. So someone let me know that's more experienced in firearms in the comments below, because I have no idea. And for some reason, this lighting is throwing off the quality of the frame, or of the camera, so it kind of looks grainy through the lens, but it's actually not like that in real life, so I'm sorry. Next, we have two blades. Don't really know what these are. These look pretty cool, though. Just having a hard time focusing. So, one is... they're both all black. One has silver on the sharpened part of the blade, and then the handle, and that's the only difference there. So, those are pretty cool. Then we have the, what I can only assume is a machine pistol. By the way, the smaller weapons have non-removable mags, so the 9mm mags or the 45 mags are not removable. So, just thought I should let everyone know. We got the silver and the gold. Once again, really like both options there. And then we have the all black. This kind of gives me like what I would give to Destro or some other bad guy. Not really anything I would give to a soldier, really. So here we have these, which maybe these are what I thought were the other weapons. So maybe those, maybe these are probably actually G36s, right? And then these are the LMG variant of the same weapon. Stuff is falling. Manufactured by HK. Someone let me know if I'm right or if I'm wrong. I don't know what these are. They're MG somethings, I believe. I'm not too sure. But they are basically LMGs that sort of perform like a rifle. And I guess that candle that I have burning is making the water bottle pop. That's funny. Then we have the weapons that come with, I believe, Eclipse that's not out yet. And these look like they're based on the M4 AR platform. But these are more of like a marksman rifle. Not too sure what the name is here. They do have the sniper scope and the foregrip. So that's pretty much all there is there. Going for them, they look decent enough. I would probably use them on Blowback since he is a marksman. Maybe give this tan one to him. Don't really have any other figures those would fit for unless I was building up a Steel Brigade or something. And then we have these, which I believe in my Steel Brigade video, I did not know what this was at all, and I probably called it the wrong name entirely, but someone had called it an MX9. I did not look it up, but I'm going to assume they are correct, because this does kind of sound, the name kind of sounds familiar. And I've seen this weapon before. I don't really know what the purpose of it is and why it looks the way it does. I'm sure it's for performance, but it does look really cool, kind of futuristic, but also it's not. I believe it is a real modern weapon. We have some unknown to me PCCs here. They just honestly look like something I've seen in real life but can't think of right now. They're really short, compact pistol caliber carbines. At least that's what they look like to me. Same colors as everything else. So a lot of it comes with the black, the silver, the tan, and the green, but not everything comes in every color. So we're about to be done here. And then we have the scythe, which to me looks more like an ice pick, which I really want to give to someone who would be rock climbing in the Alps or something. Like, I honestly want to make a kit bash of a trooper, give him like a backpack with, take everything off the helmet, just give him like some climbing gear, make my own rope or something. So here's the knives that come with most of the figures. Someone had said these are Gerber strong arms in real life, if you want to look that up. 3 different colors. And then of course we have more variants that came with figures. So there's not much to say about the knife. And then we're getting into a couple more handguns real quick. We have these, which to me look like some M&Ps. Not really sure if that's true, but they give me M&P or Taurus vibes. Not too sure. And then of course the iconic 1911s. 3 different colors. I really dig, once again, that silver and wood grain look, but also the black and wood looks pretty good too. Just as iconic as the Thompson there. So since I already showed you the black variant of this one that's not in the bag currently, we have a green M4 as well. That's the same one that goes with my Spec Ops here. I like these, just wish it came in more colors. I like the look of the unsuppressed M4 more than the suppressed one. And I'll go ahead and show you the differences. These are the same molds that came with some of the core figures. We have the suppressed with the ACOGs, and then the unsuppressed with an ACOG, and there's not really anything different besides that, the foregrip and the laser. So, like I said, I like the variety there. These are a lot different from the ones that come with figures. Real quick, I'll go ahead and show you. Oh, and the reason I wanted that painted silver there is because it's painted silver on the Delta Trooper one, and I kind of miss that with the newer ones. So here's the difference between the Delta Trooper and the one that comes with the pack. It is green and black just like the other one, but it's more green than it is black. The primary color is green instead of black, so there's your differences. Kind of like the Delta Trooper one more, just because it has more paint apps and has a black receiver rather than it being all green, but I'm sure people could do whatever they want with that green one. If I had my way with it, I would probably go with some sort of cool camo scheme to put on the green one there. So the last of the pack, 3 Desert Eagles, green, tan, and black. Sadly, no gold, no chrome to go with this. That would have been awesome to get a 5-pack of Desert Eagles. That would honestly just be super cool. And sadly, we didn't get that. But 3 is probably enough. I'll probably never even open these. So that is my sort of review of these weapon packs. And I don't really want to talk too much about these because I'm not really going to use them that much. I'll probably take them out and switch them up when I kit bash, but that's basically all it's for, is to kit bash with your other figures. All of these bags barely fit on my desk. Some of them fell off the desk as well. So there's your 90+ weapon review, but really only maybe 50 different weapons and then some repaints of all of them. So you get at least 1 repaint or 2 variants of every weapon in this. You get the magazines that correspond, and you get the muzzle flashes to go with them. And I don't think you get enough muzzle flashes to go to every weapon, but why do you need a muzzle flash to go with every single weapon? I wouldn't know. So now that I'm done with that, and I've shown you some of the weapons on figures here, we're going to move all of this out of the way, and I'm going to call this video complete. and we are going to take out my Spec Ops Trooper that I have not opened his respective gear packs, and I'm going to pump out that video as well as some other ones. So those will be coming out after this one, so turn your notifications on if you want to see more from me. If not, you can just go ahead and never watch my videos again. That's cool with me too. But anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this video wasn't too messy for you guys. I hope you all have a good day.